Hey folks, welcome back once again to section 7.3 up for yet another video. This is going to be video number 5, and the only thing that I'm going to cover is example number 5 on this video. So if you go all the way down in your notes to example number 5, some of this I've already worked out for you, so you may want to just pause the video and copy what I have, but I'll walk through it verbally so that at least you understand it. So it says that suppose angles A and B are angles in standard position, and here's what you know about angle A. Angle A, first of all, its cosine is negative 7/25, and the second thing that you're told is that angle A is between pi and 3 pi over 2. So that's a third quadrant angle. Then you're told that angle B, the sine of angle B is negative 3/5, and you're also told that angle B is in the fourth quadrant between 3 pi over 2 and 2 pi. All right, so this helps us to draw a picture. Now, there's a little bit more on your picture than what I just mentioned. So if you'll take a look here for the angle A, draw your triangle in quadrant 3. And then what you'll do is you'll mark the adjacent and the hypotenuse. And so the adjacent is going to be negative 7. The hypotenuse is 25. That leaves you with a missing side, so you'll just do the Pythagorean theorem to find a 24. Since it's going down, don't forget your negative. And so then we're going to do the same thing for angle B. Draw your triangle in quadrant 4. Mark the opposite over hypotenuse, because that's what SOHCAHTOA says of sine. So the opposite is 3. The hypotenuse is 5. Since that 3 is going down, it has to be negative. Find the missing side, which is 4. It's going to the right, so it's positive. All right, so now what you're going to do is I want you to totally hide your picture. Hide your picture and simply write the identity. Do not look at the picture while you write your identity. I promise you, bad things will happen if you do that. So we write our identity just straight off of the identity form that I gave you a few pages ago. And then once you have your identity written, then you can uncover your picture and simply find the 4 pieces in your identity. So you want to find what the sine on the picture A is and what the cosine of picture B is. The sine of picture B and the cosine of picture A. So you can do that after the identity is written. All right, so again, you look at each picture to find the sines and the cosines. Once you've done that, then you can multiply the two terms, the two factors in each term, and then we'll subtract. So as we multiply, notice that I have a common denominator here once again. And so my numerators here give me a negative 96. My numerators here give me a negative 21. And both denominators give me a 125. So write that as a common denominator, and then we'll simplify to negative 117 over 125. Now, the nice thing is I can use the exact same picture for tangent of A minus B. So I'm looking for the tangent difference. So once again, hide your picture. Do not look at your picture and simply write down the identity that I gave you a few pages ago. So tangent of A minus B is tan minus tan all over 1 plus tan tan. Once you have your identity written, then you can pay attention to your picture. So we notice that the tangent of A is going to be neg 24 over neg 7. Of course, the two negs make a pause. The tangent of B is going to be negative 3 over 4. So we'll go down and we can substitute those in. And then we can do a little bit of math. Now, I would use my calculator for this because your calculators will do fractions. So I would go ahead and type this in up on the top. I would type this in down on the bottom. And when you do that, you're going to get 117 over 28 for the top, and you'll get negative 11/7 on the bottom. Of course, then you can multiply by the reciprocal, and after you multiply by the reciprocal, you'll get negative 117 over 44. All right, now, part C, let me see if I can zoom out here. Part C requires parts A and B to be able to answer it. Do you remember back in chapters 5 and 6 how we talked about that all students take calculus? And if you are forgetting this particular video, or maybe you're not one of my students, you're just watching this, go back to in my playlist and you can see the All Students Take Calculus video. So when we look here, it's asking me, what is the quadrant of this angle A minus B? You know, we don't know where A minus B is. We know where angle A was. We know where angle B was, but we were never told where this magical A minus B angle happens to be. And so what we notice is that the sine of this magical angle is negative. The tangent of this magical angle is also negative. All right, so when we think through this then, let's see here. Tangent is negative in quadrants 2 and 4. Sine is negative in quadrants 3 and 4. And so the only thing then, the only overlap is going to be in quadrant 4. So therefore, quadrant 4 is where this magical angle happens to be. All right, so now I do want to look real quick at the reflection question. It says in example 5, why is it necessary to know which quadrant angle A and angle B lie in order to find the sine of A plus B and the tangent of A plus B? And so we need to know the quadrants, because our pluses and minuses can be misplaced if we don't know where those are. So that's the main reason for that. All right, so I'm going to stop the video here. One more video in section 7.3. It will be this verify the identity question. So stay